Marvin, must we go through this again? That's for the mice, you know. That's my bait for the mice, not for you. You're not even listening to me. You know what? Maybe I'll have you for dinner. Yeah, you're not even paying attention to me. Well, where are you going now? Hey, no, I don't have anything. So you get out of there, Marvin. You get out of there. Yeah, you bugger. Where you? I want to see if he's still going to get by my security defenses. See, because he can't go out this way anymore. He normally goes there, but I got a board on it and stuff. But he got out that hole right there. He basically comes in through the window and then goes out through there. But it's just I want to make sure he can't like there's a hole right there and he can go into the basement and come out through that. But I figure if I block it off, he'll stop using that route and just come through that. He's got almost a whole top freaking. He did that in one night, guys. One night. And I had that. It's old peanut butter. It's not to eat. It's I was using it to catch mice, but now I got to rethink my trapping strategy so I don't catch him. And, so anyway, uh, yeah, because I really don't want to catch them. You know what I mean? I just want to get rid of the mice. I don't want to, I don't want to catch my pet squirrel. Everybody in the town's like, "Oh, how's your squirrel Marvin doing? He's doing good. He's well fed. He's got peanut butter. He's going after my black walnut." It's like that's my black walnut. Yeah, it's like I'm pretty adamant about that. It's like I'm in a war with a squirrel and a chipmunk. But Chippy doesn't come in though. He stays outside. But anyway, as I was saying in my last video, yeah. So I got the my chemical cabinet, so to speak, now sorted out. Like once things find their place, it seems like everything becomes easier because it's just like okay, it has its place. You set up, and then you can really assess what you're going to keep, what you're not going to keep. There's a lot to be done. You know what I mean? There's always a lot to be done. Um, I got a stack of stuff there on the counter to deal with too. But I wanted to do some other stuff today, such as do some mixing on my song, practice the other songs, and I've got Pinto completely written. I might have to revise this or revise that. Okay, I'm going to try this and try that and whatever. But in the general, it's ready to go. I just have to change the strings on my freaking Charbel. Floyd Rose, guys, it's a Floyd Rose. Pain in the ass. But it is a cool guitar. But no, I'm happy to get like my workbench, getting that sort of sorted out. I got the lawnmower in the woodshed for now, kind of blocking the way in. But the next, like the next one to fill up after Monday will be the garbage again, and that'll be the fourth garbage bin. So I'm at five. I'm at five recycling bins full already in the last past month and a half. That's how much. Like think about how much junk that is, and none of it was paper. I burnt all the paper. I burnt all the cardboard boxes. I burned the cardboard. I must have burnt 1,000 cardboard boxes of various different sizes, and that's probably not that far off. Like all the paper stuff. Like this morning, I found some old paper bags that have probably been in there for 30 years. You know what I mean? Um, so I was just like, well, I'm never going to use those. Those were old shopping bags. I just threw them in the fire in my fire barrel. So I burnt a little bit of that this morning. Moved my bricks so that the plow guy doesn't hit them. The idea is to have everything ready so that when uh, the plow guy does start to plow, which might be hopefully a little while yet, but that there's a place to push everything, and I don't want everything pushed up against the well. That's the big thing, because uh, yeah, just because you don't want that. That it's what you don't want, right? Um, The other thing is to get everything done around the outside of the perimeter of the house as much as possible, so that makes the spring cleanup easier, and have that all done before the snow flies, right? So I'm doing pretty good on that. I got 2 windows left to cover for the season. I've got more than enough plastic. There might be a few other areas that I might try to, like for example, the actual screen door. I'm probably going to put some plastic on that, just so that it's not what you call it, so I don't want snow right on the step. You know what I mean? When there's a good snow drift, it will blow snow all over the place, which is not the biggest deal, but it's just if I can keep the snow out of the veranda, that'd be good. Once I put my weed whacker away, which will probably be the end of this month, I'm probably going to store it in the woodshed, because I'm at the point now that I can start clearing a spot in the woodshed to start to organize things in there. Yeah, I know. I didn't think I was going to get to that till next year, right? So things are coming along. So once I start doing that and everything has its place in there, life is going to get a lot easier. But there still means I got to go through every little item I own, especially as I bring all the rest of my tools down and all that. I'm gonna have to figure out what I can actually store in the basement, because it can't be anything that's going to take on any sort of smell. It can't be anything that's going to rust. It can't be anything electronic, really. So like the basement, my basement might be all but useless because like whatever. So the basement still leaks. It was like 2 days of good rain there, so I don't know how well digging out the back wall is, what it's really done for me, because I think it's coming in from this wall now, right? Because there's a bunch of bricks that are pushed out at the bottom there. That's like, okay, that's got to be where the water's coming in. I'm going to take a tour in there a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my decision of how I'm going to deal with it. But I'm thinking movable eavesdropping troughs would probably be the solution. Which, yeah, if you can get the water to predominantly go that way, that's pretty good. But it's been raining for the past 2 days and quite a bit. And this morning was the first morning where there was water in there. So that means it's taking 2 days to seep through. And it's not a lot of water in there. So, maybe I did do a little bit more than I thought. So hopefully that, my plan is working. Like that's the goal. But yeah, it's kind of one of those things. Like you have to monitor it, and you got to kind of catch things in the act to find out where the leak's actually coming from. I have a good idea where it's coming from, but like where it's leaking into the basement, that's not the original source. There's a whole trail to get to there, so it's either off the back wall there or the wall here. So my hunch is it's off this wall here where it's really leaking in, and then I got to figure out how I'm going to deal with that and go from there. What I might have to do is dig it down on the side here, put something, repair the wall the best I can, put something there so that it just diverts it. But yeah, there's there's stuff to do. There's stuff to do, but I think that'll be a next year job because it's too late in the season to start to really tear into that. So do little bits at a time, figure out what I'm going to do. Like my goal is to solve the problem, right? Not mask the problem. But anyway, so I'm going to get a little bit more done. Got to watch out for that freaking Marvin coming after my peanut butter jar. I say by tomorrow morning he's going to have that thing probably completely eaten. Little bugger. He hasn't gotten into it yet. He's chewing around the top, right? So he comes in every 20 minutes or so, chews the top for a bit, goes out and does something else, and yeah, Marvin. So, oh, man. So when he comes back, I'll be able to film them again.